Hi, everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you some updates to our new dashboard. This is available to all clinicians who are Oova providers. You will all have been given a temporary link that will soon be replaced with the URL that you're typically used to. But when you click on that link, you will see your username in gray and you will be asked to set a new password. Please make sure that be mindful that the password is case sensitive. Once you set the new password, you'll be asked to log in. You will be taken to the terms of service and privacy policy. You will be required to approve this and accept it before you move on. So you can review this at your leisure, hit accept. And now the first thing that you'll have to do is select your patient. You all have access to a demo data set that you can play around with, or you'll see your list of patients that are already Oova users. Select your patient, and now we'll go over this dashboard panel by panel. So on this top bar, you have some demographic information. This is mostly what is entered by the patient in the app. You can see what her fertility goal is, whether she's on any birth control, if she's breastfeeding, if she's pregnant, or if she has any reproductive disorders. Underneath here, you will have three tabs. We'll go over these in turn. So the first is overview. This is where you will see the patient's current active cycle. So if you look at the charts underneath, you'll see a separate chart for LH and one for progesterone. The pink days are her periods, so she has logged either a light, medium, or heavy flow. The mint green background are the days that Oova recommends that she uses an Oova test. Now again, just to remind you, if you have a patient that you want to scan outside of this window, you are able to do so in her app. Feel free to reach out to us if you need support with that. Now, if you hover over any data point, you'll see what the value is, very similar to the previous dashboard. But if you click on a data point, now you are going to see this little call out menu bar that shows up that shows you what the LH and progesterone values were for that day, along with any other information that she has tracked in her app. This can be her basal body temperature, it could be cervical mucus, her energy, her mood, anything that she has logged, you will be able to see on that day. If she misses a scan, then you'll see a hollow dot, which specifies that it's a best fit point that we have put in there. You can see that we have overlaid the normal hormone trend on top. This is what we consider textbook data. You can always remove that and see what your patient's values are if that's helpful, if you don't want to see that. And now, as a reminder, this will get populated every day that your patient scans a new Oova test. Now, if we click over to trends, this is where you'll see your patient's retroactive data. So on this dropdown, you'll be able to select previous cycles. You'll see them all in descending order here. And you can select as many cycles as you'd like to look at. The chart is very similar. You'll see the filled in data points for actual data, the hollow for missed scans. And then we add this additional layer of letting you know when a woman's peak was, when we believe her egg was released. Okay. There's a separate tab for luteinizing hormone and one for progesterone. So you can very nicely swap over and see what those levels are. And again, if you have multiple cycles selected, you'll see them stacked on top of each other underneath this chart. If you click on a data point, you'll again see any information that was tracked. So not only will you get the hormone percentage, the values, but you'll also see what additional information she has tracked in the app. The last piece is guidance. So this is where Oova will make recommendations to you on what supplements and vitamins we believe that your patient would benefit from. Again, you get the final say. So if you prefer to not have your patient take vitamin D, you can uncheck any products that you want and hit update supplements, and that will update to your patient's app. So if you want her to take certain things, you can go ahead and update and it'll push it to her app. Now, again, I had mentioned that we have partnered with Thorne Research, but there is no exclusivity with Thorne. So if you'd like, you can go ahead and add additional supplements or vitamins that you want your patient to take. Just click on add, and you can enter all of the information, the product name, the link to where the patient can purchase it, a short description if you so please, and then an image. You can usually take the image directly from the website, hit add, and then it will be available for you in this this menu bar. You can select it, and then it'll be pushed to your patient's app once you hit Update Supplement. The next thing are action plans. So in our app, we provide women with a daily action plan with a single item in physical health, nutritional health, and emotional wellness. If you have your patient on a protocol, or if you want her to do certain exercises or eat a certain diet, you can go in here and add additional items for any of these categories, and that will take priority over anything that we recommend. All you would have to do is add some text here. So let's just follow the lie on your back and lift your legs 10 times, physical, add, and you can see it's selected here. So now if I click on this and hit Update Patient's Action Plan, you'll see that what I have displayed here are what Oova has recommended for tomorrow. When I hit Update, you'll see the physical health has now been updated to what I recommended for tomorrow. So tomorrow your patient will see this new physical health action plan. Now the next thing is that if you have multiple clinicians in your practice and you want to assign your patient to a specific clinician to get notified whenever there's a new piece of data, you can click on Profile in the top left corner or top right corner, and then move over to Manage Clinician. Here, you can go ahead and add additional doctors. Let's go ahead and add myself and the email address that you would want that doctor to be notified at, and then click Add Clinician. You can see I have now been added, hit Save. And now where this becomes useful is if you click back onto your dashboard to go back to the original view, you can see I have Jessa demo selected. If I click this dropdown, I can assign Jessa to any clinician that is in my list. So now instead of the default email address being notified every time Jessa has a new data point, if I select myself, I will be notified, only I will be notified every time Jessa has a new piece of data. If you want to select a different patient, so you're seeing multiple, you can go ahead and click that little pencil icon, and then this menu bar pops up again. You can go ahead and select a new patient. This is fully searchable, so you don't have to be limited to just your dropdown. You can start typing in characters and the patients will start popping up. Going back to profile again, you can update any of the information. So let's say you change your address or you need to reset your password. You can go ahead and do that here. Also, many clinicians have asked if there's any way to share documents with the patient. You can go ahead and upload a PDF of any documents or literature that you want your patient to see, and you can that'll be available to her in her app as well. And of course, if you have any questions as you're going through this new dashboard, please do not hesitate to reach out to either myself at Amy, AMY, at Oova.life, or Jerome, Jerome at Oova.life, JEROME. We really look forward to working more with you guys. Thank you.